Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Online Memory Afternoon, episode 104 from the Warm and Toasty Club. The music wasn't working today, the intro, so we'll go. How did it go?
I don't know.
I don't know. Welcome, Jeanette and Tom, who's away in his van. Where are you, Tom?
I am in Moira, in
Moira.
Leicestershire. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm at MFFF. Moira
Festival or something?
Moira Furnace Folk Festival.
Have you played yet?
The furnace.
Yeah, the big furnace. So I found out a bit more about the furnace.
Yeah. Have you played yet? Jeanette was saying.
Yeah, we played last night for like people that were sort of setting up and things. Yeah, it was nice.
I can hear them chatting in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Nice.
that's Farah, who's just really loud.
Hopefully she won't be doing any transactions. This is my PIN number. This is my account number.
Yeah.
So we'll have it all, won't we?
This is my home address, and of course I'm away at the moment, so feel free to pop round.
Yeah, all of that jazz. Well, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're with us. What's it like, the weather report in Colchester? On this side of Colchester, I can report it's bright, but not super sunny and not stupid warm. What's your side of Colchester like, Jeanette?
It's not super sunny. I have got windows and doors open. I'm not particularly hot or cold, and it's just a bit grey. It's usually a lot brighter in here with the sun beaming through, but no, not today. A bit grey, but all right.
I didn't do my body temperature. I just checking. I'm quite clammy,
Yeah.
but I have had a shower.
Back of the neck is the thing. Yeah, I've just had a shower as well. So.
Oh, hello.
Right.
That one, I seem a bit keen down there. Not right down there, sorry. Tom, what's it like where you are?
Sort of a bit. It's quite cloudy.
Yes.
When you get in the, sort of, we're in the sort of shade of the trees, so it was a bit chilly this morning actually. And now, t-shirt is fine. I haven't had a shower because
it's a folk festival.
Did you not put one in your van when you built it?
No, it's like a tiny van. I mean, it'd be the tiny. I'm not sure I'd fit in there. But, yeah. But there are showers here. They're 50p if anybody's interested.
Thank you, Tom. That is a revelation. And I'm glad to know that you haven't had a shower. Well, I'm not sure I'm glad, but anyway.
But you're far enough away to be glad, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not smelly vision, is it?
I'm envious of your van because I'm going to a festival next weekend, and of course I'm going in my car with a tent. I think I'd much rather have a nice camper van. It'd be lovely.
Well, it's lovely because you can just turn up and then you're already there, all done, ready to go. Yeah,
that's it. I've got to turn up really quickly, put the tent up, and then go and do some work. So it's hard work.
Yeah. Well, it's available for hire. Great. Yeah. Although AD, who comes on sometimes, he's already asked for first dibs if I ever sell it.
Oh, really? Oh. Didn't we discuss that when you first built it, that I would have that? In fact, no, hang on. When you first built it, you said you were going to do two. So you'd have one for yourself and then you would be able to rent out the other one and that I could
No, Jeanette. No, Jeanette, that's wrong. Tom psychically spoke to me one evening and he said the van was yours, Jono, when I moved along, not Jeanette's. I don't know why I put into that voice again. Sorry about that. I should mention the comments. We have hello, Christine. She says, hello, lovely free. Hello, Christine, and the innocent one. How are you? Steve says, I'm here. I think I'm here. Hello, friends. Clear and cool here in North Carolina. Nice to hear. I'm glad you're with us. He also says it's 20 degrees in your lingo. Ooh, in our lingo. Wendy says, just tuned in to Tom saying he's not showered, lol. Time in, Wendy. Time in.
Never.
Never. He's never showered. It has been an issue, and I've not wanted to talk to him about it, but now it's out in the open. I think we can.
This is why we still go online.
Room at some point.
Yeah,
So
not
you
even
cut out a little bit there,
out
Tom.
or anything.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
It's all
Oh,
right.
you're not going to me again.
It's all right. He's moved on. Let us move on to the retro raffle. It's here. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen today. It's the retro raffle, never has been seen. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. Oh yeah, it's coming to your screen. Retro raffle, Facebook Live. Yeah, indeed.
Wow.
We are here in from all parts of the world. We broadcasting live, episode 104, online memory.
Wipe my camera.
You're wiping your what? What you doing there, Mrs.? Oh, right, okay.
I look very blurry. Oh, I am still blurry.
Oh, Christine said she just had a cataract op on Monday, but she's fine. Glad you're fine.
Oh, Christine and Elmy both had cataracts done.
Oh yeah, Elmy as well.
Yeah.
So
is that something they give out? Because you were both at the same breathing clinic as well. And is it something that they kind of, you have to do both? I don't know.
Buy one, get one free sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I'd have to ask Elmy. Have to check it. Hope your recovery goes well, Chris. And we hope to see you on Monday in person at Greenstead if you're available and you're feeling better. Retro raffle this week. Oh, Jean. It's Jean from Kent. She's giving the weather report. It's cloudy here in Thanet. Do you say that as Thanet?
Yeah.
Thanet with a th.
Thanet.
Not with an F.
No, I can't do that. I can't do
Can
that.
you not put your tongue out and do it?
Thanet.
Yeah.
Thanet. I just gave the Thanet. Hello, Jane. Nice to see you. So they speak in Kent. My brother lives there. Sorry, Tom, go on.
That because you come from London that you can't.
I come from London and I can't speak like people from Kent in Thanet.
Thanet.
I'm going to insult lots of people with that. I'm sorry about that.
Jean's already logged off now.
She's gone. Jean, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'll blame it on Jeanette. She started it. The retro raffle question is for all of us today. If you had a time machine, what happy time would you go back to, or would you go forwards to? And what period of time sort of fascinates you? So what if you had a time machine? Now, if you get it right, we're going to give you a special. Let me just move this finger along my screen and the prizes this week is a tour of time, various points in time where people had items in their home. This one we get started with. This is a toilet from an unknown period. And it's a bit like what Tom's got in his fan. No, I'm only joking, Tom. You ain't got one. Memory. We're not ready for you yet. Get off there, you cheeky monkey. Tom's got no. He's just got a bucket, I imagine.
Yeah. It's just go out the door.
Oh, you do it. You do it. You just put your bottom outside the window.
Yeah.
So we've got one of those, or you could have one of these, which is it's unplumbed. It's plumb. I'm not sure where the stuff's going, but that was from the 1930s.
Wow,
we've got from
the waste pipe.
You know what I'm talking about. We've got from the 1940s. I'll hide some of these as they come along. This is a specialized loo. When I say you can have these, a friend of Dirty Barry will come around and advise you how you can fit one in your home. And that's the prize for answering the question. Or we could go straight into the non-plumbed 70s vibe. Non-plumbed. Don't try and use the toilet in the shop, that sort of style. Or we could go hyper 70s.
Oh.
Hyper 70s. Do you remember when people used to have like carpet stuff on top of their toilet? And all around the Yeah, and it used to stink and be wet all the time. At least where I lived, with lots of boys in the house. That's really disgusting. I shouldn't have never mentioned that. So you get the chance to win one of those prizes. If you can talk about where would you go in your time machine, or we're the time machine, we're giving you the option to go anywhere. Jeanette, what period of time would you travel back to, or would you go forwards?
Well, different things. I mean, I kind of think 60s for music and the 1800s for fashion. I really like their clothes. Yeah.
I've seen your wardrobe. It's true. Yeah.
Well, no, Empire Lines hide a lot of stuff. Yeah, I kind of don't know. And then forward, I quite like the idea of being able to go forward to when I've retired and I'm not working anymore, and maybe I'll have a van like Tom's, or I'll have Tom's, and I can go off traveling. And I don't know, just I look forward to the time when I can play guitar better. That would be nice. But so different things back and forwards. I can't decide. This needs a lot of thought for me.
It does. That's a good one, Tom. Wendy says, "Are you related to Sean Connery, or is he further away from the camera this week?"
I'm not related to Sean Connery. Yes, it's a different. Because I'm not sure I can do anything about the camera.
No, we're losing every third word of what Tom says, but that makes the conversation really interesting.
Goes faster.
You do look a bit like Sean Connery, like a younger and more handsome version.
It probably makes more sense losing every other word or something, doesn't it?
It does. It does with you, Tom. Now, Tom, where would you go in the time machine?
I think 60s as well. Yeah, quite like
for the music.
Yeah, and I think so. I don't know. It just. Well, I mean, it's not like I wasn't around in the 60s, but I wasn't very old in the 60s. But I don't know. I think it's a sort of quite a nice sort of time. People seem to be quite nice to each other, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think there was a lot of scope to do stuff, I think. Whereas now you're sort of maybe slightly more restricted about stuff, really.
Yeah. I think I'd go. Sorry, did you finish there, Tom?
Yeah.
Wendy says that was a compliment about the Sean Connery thing. He knows that. He's gorgeous anyway. He knows that. Every day he gets up. He doesn't shower, but he looks in the mirror and says, I don't need to shower because I'm gorgeous.
Yes. That's what he says. Yes.
I'm Tom Hardy. I'm Tom Hardy, and I'm going to be beautiful. Even though... I've caught myself in some disregard. What, Tom?
License to shower.
Yeah.
After eating molasses.
But you don't have the 50p. License to shower, but you don't have 50p. I'd go back to the 1940s, just because my dad used to talk about it. My late father used to talk about it when I was young, and I'd kind of like to see what it was like for a little while. But also, like Jeanette, I'd go forward 100 years to when the re-engineered Emperor Trump is ruling the world in 100 years, and just to see the mess of the whole place and what it's going to be like, but just for 5 minutes, and then come back to now. Anybody else? Do you want to go in a time machine?
I think going forward's dangerous, isn't it?
It is dangerous.
Finding out what's going to happen. I mean,
but then you've got time to come back and change it and make it not happen like that. Do something.
Well, depends what sort of theory about time you believe, isn't it?
Well, I'm thinking about climate change mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
going forward and then coming back doesn't necessarily mean you can change anything, does it?
No, but I could go forward to Saturday, get the lottery numbers, come back to today, put the lottery numbers on, buy Tom's van off of him on Sunday when I've won. That'd be quite nice. Christine says, loved my fostering, going forward, enjoying my great-grandchildren. Oh, bless you. Very family-orientated. I'd love to see if I have grandchildren and great-grandchildren and such alike. That would be nice. Yeah. And to save the world. I would go and I'd go back in time to before what's his name, Tesla, Elon Musk was born. I would sort it out his parents so that I have control over his life. I'd get all of his money and I'd put it to good use. Instead of putting rockets up in the air, I'd help save the environment. I would.
I think he is doing some things though, isn't he? Some of the stuff he does is good. He's the forerunner with like electric cars and stuff. So, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's good. All right, I'll go for the Jeff Bezos and Amazon man because he's not doing as much good. What are you doing, Tom?
Well, it's debatable, isn't it, with the whole electric car thing?
For the batteries that, yeah,
You know.
I know.
Come say,
Bicycles for everyone. There we go. As long as they're not taxed.
Exactly, Jeanette. That's exactly right. Wendy, she says time machine back to an Elvis concert when he's just started. Well, that's not a lot to ask. We could arrange that. Actually, now I've just dissed Elon Musk. Perhaps the time machine and our use of it won't be available to us. But there we go.
You might
let's move along. What, Tom?
You might get a knock on the door any minute now that you've dissed him.
What, from Elon Musk himself saying, I've got this time machine outside, now you can't have a go in it.
Probably from one of his people. I think he's entourage. Not himself. I mean, he's too busy blowing up rockets, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a rocket man.
He's with somewhere, isn't he?
There's worse people in the world. I know. I'm not really. Christine, that's a really lovely thing. Sentimental and I feel for you. She would also love to go back in time so my breathing was normal. Oh, Chris.
I would like that too. I would like to.
If I had a wish, it'd be on my list. Bless you. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on the time machine angle. When I say work on it, not that hard, if I'm honest, but not because of you, Christine. If it was because of you, we'd work really hard. Let's do memory of the week.
Memory of the week.
It's all memories, really, isn't it? This week, the memory of the week, the memory of the week this week is, how long have you had? I was thinking about this the other day, just because, you know, I've got loads of time to think about these things. It's like a ridiculous thing to be thinking about. But how long have you had your cutlery or crockery or that you use every day? Where did you get it from? Just was thinking about, I like the plates that I've got, these old plates that I can't remember where they're from, but they're nice and level. And then we bought some ones that were a bit wonky. And I like the level ones because the wonky ones are like me, but they make your salad drip down the bottom of the plate. And the cutlery, my father-in-law got us years ago, in a kind of suitcase thing, all with foam inside it, and they were all posh. Probably from a friend in the pub, and they're brilliant. They're still going. Wow, we've had them for like 30 years or something. Really good. Over to you, Tom. What's your report on your cutlery and crockery situation?
Cutlery, right. I can't quite remember how long we've had them. Maybe. Oh, no, I can remember. 2002, 2003, maybe. Around that. Got them from Habitat.
Oh, get you and you're upmarketing this.
Yeah, got them from Habitat in Cardiff, actually, for some reason.
Cardiff?
Yeah. I'm not sure out there anymore, but
Cardiff's good, but it's a bit far for you, isn't it?
Well, there used to be like Habitat's closer, wasn't it? I don't know why I was in Wales for doing something, maybe working, I don't know. But anyway, so I bought the cutlery from there. It's quite plain, but very sort of sturdy. Doesn't seem to ever, stainless steel, doesn't ever seem to sort of break or anything, which is good. Right, cutlery. Just got rid of a load of stuff. Now, just having all different sorts of plates and all different sorts of bowls and things. which I quite like, rather than having a set of something.
There it is from our roving reporter and co-host Tom Hardy. Story of his crockery and his cutlery.
And for the van, plastic plates.
Plastic plates. Reusable. How about you, Jeanette Lyons?
Well, all my crockery is white.
Is it?
That's so when things break or chip and I have to replace bits and pieces, I just get more white. And they may not all be the same sets, but they're all white, and so therefore they look like a set, which is quite nice. And they always look clean. So, and cutlery, I've got a set, 6 of each thing that's got kind of, I don't know, pattern on the end of them, and I've had them for years. But when I moved here and I put a dishwasher, my first dishwasher in this house 20 odd years ago, I needed more cutlery. Obviously you need more of everything because half of it's always going to be in the dishwasher. And so I think my then mother-in-law, Neve's grandma, bought us some Royal Doulton cutlery, and it's really posh, really nice, really smooth, no patterns on it, but it's all quite big. And I don't like it for everyday cutlery, but there is 8 of everything. So it's nice when you're entertaining. 8. If my other cutlery, there's only 6. So I've got more than 6 people. Somebody gets odd cutlery.
We're getting an insight. Sorry, Jeanette. We're getting an insight into our lives, aren't we?
Yeah.
Our everyday
my
life.
posh cutlery, you don't see very often.
Here's another one.
It's too big.
It's too big, and that's posh. Here's another one. Go on, Tom.
We do have a set of silver cutlery as well, which Emma occasionally gets out for special occasions when people are around.
Nice. Polishing silver, though.
Yeah, no.
I've watched Downton Abbey recently.
We don't do that. A bit like having a shower.
Don't shower, don't clean your cutlery.
Well, if you have oh, go on. Sorry, I'm interrupting you, and we're struggling to get a word out.
It came from Emma's parents because they had about 4 sets, so we just took one. They have quite a lot of cutlery. Nice.
I know people, they sell it at car boot sales. You can buy odd bits and pieces, and people collect odd bits. Hi, Elmy. She said, sorry, I'm late. We're glad you're with us, and I hope you're recovering well, like Christine, from your cataracts op. And you're able to see the beautiful Tom and the beautiful Jeanette and me.
Beautiful Jono.
Beautiful Jono. We should welcome our guest. Do you know who our guest is? Can I tell you our guest is the wonderful Bowie Bartlett? I'm going to bring her forth. You're not quite on the screen. 3, 2, 1. There she's on the screen. Bowie, how are you doing?
Hello, good, thank you. Really good.
Marvellous. Where are you in the world today?
I am in Brighton. Not so sunny. I'd usually say sunny Brighton, but not so sunny today. It looks like it's trying to rain a little bit, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll brighten up later.
I think after the sort of heat wave we've been having, we were sort of feeling blessed to have a little bit of rain. But then when you have it for a couple of days, you think, I don't really want any rain anymore.
Yeah, done now. Back to sunshine.
Yeah, totally. Are you well? Are you busy? What's happening in your world?
Very well, very busy. Recently moved house in Brighton, so I've been busy with that. And then, yeah, just working lots and getting money. Student life is quite a taxing one for money. So whilst I'm not at uni at summer, just working lots to save up. And yeah, going back to uni at the end of September, my last year, to knuckle down into the whole dissertation and the proper year, as they call it.
Oh, good luck with that.
Thank you, yeah.
We want to get to the important questions. So we've got access to a time machine. Where would you go if you had a chance, back or forward?
I was sort of going off of the Elvis concert. It made me think of mine. I would love to go back to the Beatles. I feel like, going to a Beatles concert would just be the dream, wouldn't it? So I think that would be my going back. And then going forward, I find that's the trickier one, isn't it? I like the idea of seeing not going to a specific place, but just seeing how everything is in 20, 30 years, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then maybe that can guide me when going back to normalcy.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't really want to know about my life. Don't want to know what happens.
Yeah, it's tricky. I can see pros and both sides of it, definitely.
Yeah. So have you? Yeah. So sorry, did I interrupt somebody? Was Jeanette or Tom speaking? No, I heard a weird noise. It was probably my bottom. No, sorry. Sorry, I said that.
Yeah,
I'll get my coat now. What happened?
Usually,
Oh,
I see. Tom couldn't take it. He was appalled. He was appalled at that behaviour.
walked out.
So, Bowie, you're getting the opportunity to do some music. I know you've did some stuff with your band.
Yes.
Is that sort of an ongoing thing, or just here and there?
Yeah, still. So I'm in 2 bands at the moment. I'm in one band called The Famous People. The people that I'm living with as well, which is nice. So we do lots of practices at the house, and so that's all going well. And then my other band is called Flip Top Head, and we're a 7-piece, so that's a lot more experimental and a lot of bodies to get together in one place. And but yeah, both going really well and gigging lots in Brighton. So yeah, really cool.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely to hear. Yeah, I remember the dynamics of a band. It's quite hard getting everybody in the same room at the same time.
Definitely, yeah.
But you're going to sing us a song now.
Yes, I am. Yes. Yeah. Probably start off with this one. I think I was saying earlier, but I ended up sort of writing this yesterday.
Hurrah!
It's still a little bit like sketchy and not really sure where it's going yet, but anyway, we'll try it out and see.
Well, that sounds great. I love it when people try out new songs and new ideas. We'll get out your way. We'll take ourselves off screen, and then we'll let you do your thing, ladies and gentlemen. Bowie Bartlett.
I don't know what it's called yet, but it goes like this. Need to be knocked down a little, but I grow ill when feeling knocked down. Need to be lifted a little, but I'm tall enough to reach on my own. On my own. Knock down just a peg or two until I find the rung for me. Only to get lifted back to the top. I need to discard of the ladder. When a ladder takes you from A to B, it's cold, dead and metallic. You want to be guided, serrated skin and trust it as it does you. Trust it as it does you. discard of its gold. I need to discard of its metallic. The rider is dead, but I knew that all along. I still use it for the odd joke.
Beautiful, really beautiful.
Thank you. So do we think I should still keep working on that one?
I think you should keep working on it. I think it was beautiful. I think your voice is, if anything, keeps getting better.
I
You look
agree.
great.
Your voice is maturing from. I remember when you were very young when we first saw you.
I was a proper little, not baby, but young voice for sure.
Yeah, it's lovely.
No, I think it's good. I think work on the second half more than the first half.
Yeah.
First half, obviously, when you write a song, you do it in the order it comes,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
the first half's more formed. But I think people are going to love it. Your voice is fantastic. You sounded great. You're looking great. Keep doing what you're doing, and when you get time to do it, because people will like it.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
And we're going to be saying in the probably not too far future that we know her. Yeah, she used to come on our show.
Yeah.
Well, we've been in the time machine, and yes, we can say that.
We go far.
Well, you said, Bowie, 30 years from now, we've had a little peek. It's looking good. That's all we can say. We can't mess with history. Oh, Tom's getting excited. He's falling over there. Where would people find you? This is the thing. If they wanted to find you, no, I don't mean like weird people. I mean people that to listen to your music, because you don't do solo stuff anymore.
No, I do. This is the thing. I'm trying to do a bit more solo stuff now. I just feel like with being in the two bands, I've just sort of not like lost the sort of motivation for it, but also just time. I haven't really had the time for solo stuff, and everything that starts being solo, I end up taking to one of the bands, and then it ends up being with the band. So, but yeah, in terms of the band's music, there's one song for both bands on Spotify or any streaming services. That's The Famous People or Flip Top Head. We also, with Flip Top Head, which is the 7-piece, we've just been in the studio and recorded 2 songs, which we'll be releasing, I think, starting January. Got to get our business heads on and do it all proper and contact all the right people.
You're the one for that, aren't you? With what you're studying, perfect.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, for general sort of shorter videos and just keeping in contact with what we're doing with on the social media, Instagram and Facebook and things like that.
And on things like Instagram, as Flip Top Head, as The Famous People, or as Bowie?
Both, all 3 really. I've still got a Bowie Bartlett Instagram account, which when I do solo stuff, I'll be posting on there. Again, a little bit more inactive at the moment, but the others, The Famous People on Instagram and Facebook, and Flip Top Head on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Brilliant. Well, when you're next singing, when you're doing your next song, I'm going to get the links and I'll put them up for people to use. Because it'd be nice for people to. It's nice for people if they like what you're doing to go and find you and listen more. Because you are very talented, and you are very lucky living in Brighton. What's that, Jeanette?
Can I just ask a little question? Bowie, the name of your band, Flip Top Heads.
Yes.
That I have a picture in my head of an old advert on TV, a cartoon advert for toothpaste. I think.
Yeah.
Is that where it's from?
It's not, no, but I've seen the advert because I've sort of in typing in Flip Top Head seen that it comes up. But yeah, it's not actually from that. It's different, but it's nice that that's another story. Yeah, definitely. the story actually is, I'll tell it if there's time. It was the song of the Flip Top Head was the name of one of my dad's songs that he wrote about something my mum said to him when they first met. And my mum used to say to him that she loved him so much she wished that he had a head that could like flip open so she could climb inside and like hug all of his brains and all of his like insides. And he thought that was so crazy analogy and wrote a song about it. And it's like, I'm just a flip top head. And I just loved it. So yeah, that's the band name.
What a great story as well. And I could see on my phone when people that I know that I'm perhaps Facebook friends with, when they join the feed, it shows up on my phone and it said that your mum is on here.
Oh, is she?
Does when you were little, you lived at the back of my house in kind of houses over that way, and I'm sitting at the back of my house looking out that way. Is your mum still living there?
She is, yeah, she is.
Oh, fantastic! I can probably see the roof of your house.
Yeah, no, they're still there,
oh,
yeah, I feel like she'll still be there for a good couple of years.
good. Oh, your mum's lovely.
Thank you. She is.
Yeah,
I love
she is lovely. She's lovely. But I hope she doesn't get done in years to come in the time machine for doing anything to your dad's head, climbing inside him and all of that. But a lovely story and great to have you with us. Duncan also says hello from a field. Beautiful Days Festival. Oh, these festivals.
In Devon. Wow.
Oh, is it in Devon? Enjoy, Duncan and Petra. Hope you have a lovely time. Bowie, we're going to pop off for a minute. Thank you for singing that lovely story as well. Both great. And we'll be back with you shortly, if that's okay. Good. Thank you very much. What a lovely lady, Bowie Bartlett. She'll be back with us shortly. Until then, we've got board game of the week.
Board game of the week.
I know, I didn't have a lot of time. Last, he's been short.
Doesn't give us a chance to become bored, does it? See what I did there?
No. Oh, yeah.
Never going to get bored of that one.
And I pronounce it board game of the week as well, because I'm from East London where people can't speak.
Should it be pronounced a different way then?
How do you pronounce board?
Board.
Yeah, so you're saying board. How do you pronounce board?
Bored. Do you mean like if you're bored, like you're fed up or something, or it's a board game?
Board. A board. If you're not understand the English, board.
Like a breadboard. A breadboard, or when you're fed up or something.
Well, see, I pronounce it like you. I say board.
Yeah, me too.
Board. But you got to say board. How do you say it, Tom? Board.
Bored.
Actually, that's a bit like somebody without any hair. He's a very bold. He's a bold game of the week.
That would be bald.
Yeah, that's bold. Where you pronounce the L.
Bold. Bold.
Bold.
Bold.
Anyway, we're on board game of the week. And
yeah, it's nice that you spent such a lot of time on that little intro as well. It's good to hear.
It was, Tom, half an hour. I had a really busy day yesterday. And half an hour before we went on, I went, oh, we haven't got a jingle. And I saw you.
Do you know what? Give it to Tom to do. Delegate, Jono. Just, you have people for things like that. Tom, we need a jingle for, then tell him. What do you say, Tom?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if we were online before I went away on holiday, but you were saying, what would I have, like something of the week?
Yeah, yeah, we were online.
And the jingle. So I had moan of the month.
Moan of the month.
Yeah, which was, so I could do a jingle for that, I think, yeah.
And is it the moan of the month between John O'Casson and Jeanette Lyons?
I don't know. No, it was going to be a bit more deep than that. I was going to do like utility bills versus the price of petrol. Yeah.
I get that.
I like it. No, that's the dark and dreary club rather than the warm and toasty club, isn't it? Though the jingle, I like the idea of you making it anyway. I like the idea of moan of the month, but you don't do it too seriously. So it's sort of, you know, like
Can we do whinge of the week then?
Oh, whinge of the week.
To keep it on the weekly thing.
Like silly things like
you don't want to whinge or moan too, you know, you want to keep it monthly, don't you? I only want to moan
I see what you're saying.
Yes, we're here just to be very light-hearted and silly.
Yeah.
But you could have things like I've got hair growing on the back of my knee. And that really rubbish versus
Can I just say then that my thing then would be in the plastic 2-pint bottles of milk that we get, the screw top lid, when you take the lid off the first time, you get that kind of little seal, don't you? And then you've got the tab that sticks down and you pull that off. Yeah. The last few bottles from Tesco, I might add, the little tab bit is inside the lid, stuck to the lid. So you've got the round bit stuck on the plastic and nothing to get hold of to pull it off. So
unbelievable. These are the things we need to talk about.
Yeah, but you got to have something to go against, haven't you?
Yeah, that's quite a big one.
What are you getting, Tom? What are you bringing?
I don't know. I've got nothing against that, but I mean, it does annoy me, that thing, when that happened.
Yeah, you've got no tab on your milk thing. It's stuck to the inside of the lid. Somebody at the factory is not doing their job properly. That's what I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Consumer rights. I've got one that's really, really rubbish. Trebor extra strong mints 4-pack. I actually contacted Trebor because they've got the barcode for the 4-pack underneath a flap. So to open the flap, you sort of have to open the packet. And I sort of rung them because you know Matthew Crampton comes on and he knows all about the Trebor factory and all of that. And he says they're great. I tried to contact him by email and phone, and basically they respond just to say, a little tip for you. The person in Sainsbury's says one of the items they most get left behind is Trebor extra strong mints 4-pack because you hide the barcode under a flap. And then when people open it, they can't get the barcode to sort of scan because it's. I contacted them. I had a bit more time in those days. And
did you sign off as disappointed of Colchester?
Absolutely, as always, darling. They totally ignored me and said we don't need any new ideas. I've got it somewhere. We don't need any new ideas. And I thought, okay, you're losing business. Every 4-pack. Think of the millions that's going to cost you. That is my whinge of the week. There we go.
Mode of the month. That's it. Out of the way for a month now. Thanks, Tom.
That's it. That's enough.
Come up with a jingle. Do the jingle.
Board game of the week. We're going to start with Buckaroo. Buckaroo was first made in 1970 by Ideal Games and is thus the earliest commercially published game of this type. Is it? In Buckaroo, players take turns to put various model tools and equipment onto a plastic donkey until eventually it bucks, and everything shoots in the air. The winner is the last player remaining in the game. In the unlikely event that a player manages to place the last item onto the mule's back without it buckling, that player is the winner also. I mean, everybody had this, and they still have it now, I believe.
Don't people try that on people when they're asleep?
What piling things
on the sofa? And you just keep putting things on them. So when they, see what wakes them up. Or cats, when you try and put things on cats before they move. It's an adaptable game. I like it.
Yeah, I like the cats ones because I'm of an age where I'm into cat videos. Like there's cat videos on the internet. And there's sometimes they're like kissing horses. Oh, it's so cute! It's so cute. I can't take it. I don't know. What do you think, Tom? Should we be playing plastic Buckaroo games or putting things on sleeping people and cats?
I don't know. Cat thing sounds a bit. You could get a lot of people complaining about that, I think.
Yeah, cruelty.
It's a bit windy.
Whoa, that was windy. Did you play it, Tom? Did you play the game?
I think I played it maybe once, and it was just really annoying.
Losing your voice.
Yeah.
It makes you sound quite Shakespearean, the connection at the moment.
Yeah.
It's
It was
lengthening
just,
your words.
you know, you're sort of...
No, and he's gone.
No, it's gone. There's no
Gone.
voice at all.
I don't know if you heard it when he said, Jeanette, he said, I played it only once.
Yeah, I've got a lot of signal here.
Once.
I don't know. Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, now you're back. Stick it down. Don't move, for God's sake.
I'll put it near the window.
Jeanette. Yeah, put it near the window. Jeanette, are you a Buckaroo person?
I'd never had the game. We didn't have games like that when we were little, not very many. I remember when it first came out, I think, or when it was advertised on TV when we were little, and we thought the adverts looked fantastic and we really wanted it, and we didn't get it as usual. But, you know, there were other games that we did have. But, yeah, no, it always looked fantastic. That and Kerplunk always looked really good as well, where you pull the sticks out and the marbles fall down. I think I used to go around my cousin's house and they would have games like this. And they were so fabulous, and it was such a treat to get to play them.
I've realised I had comments covered for a second with my my script, my running order. Duncan says when we were chatting away, this is turning into you and yours.
Yeah.
And Elmi says my role of digestive biscuits, having less biscuits than before. That's a whinge of the week. Right, so Buckaroo is going against Mousetrap. I thought I'd start with two easy ones. Mousetrap is originally the Mousetrap game, is the board game first published again by Ideal, but in 1963 for 2 to 4 players. It's one of the first mass-produced three-dimensional board games. Players at first cooperate to build a working mousetrap in the style of a Rube Goldberg machine, whatever that is. Then players turn against each other, like in Hunger Games, to trap opponents' mouse-shaped game pieces. I remember the trap bit, and I remember building it, and I don't think we ever trapped the mouse unless we sort of fixed it, you know, done a little number on it, as we used to call it in the trade. Did you play this one, Jeanette, from your poverty-stricken years?
I kind of vaguely remember that I think we did have that. And my little brother was always, he would spoil everything. He'd get really angry about stuff or whatever. And if he wasn't winning, he was so annoying. And he would just steal a piece of the game. So you couldn't build it. And yeah. So I can't really remember how you played it or it being fun.
Is that little Tommy? Was that little Tommy?
No, this is Alan, my little brother.
Little Alan.
Yeah, he's not little. He's huge. He's
not little anymore.
No.
Tom, you a Mousetrap man?
No, not really. It was again. I just don't think those sort of games work very well, do they? I mean, you know, you got to the end of it, and as you said, it never really worked on the mouse.
It actually come down.
It would sort of swing one side and not quite catch the mouse, or it would, I don't know. They were just a bit fish, really. I mean, nice. Didn't really work very well.
I think this idea of mine of board game of the week is a glowing disappointment, isn't it?
Well, nobody said which one they would prefer out of these two games yet, so
I should have started with Monopoly, and I just thought it was too obvious.
Well, I think the jingle doesn't help, does it?
No, the jingle. Let's have another go.
The jingle didn't help.
Board game of the week.
Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? I really am a disappointment to my family over that jingle and thinking this up.
4 words, 4 notes. You can't go wrong. Channel 4 did it.
Board game of the 5 notes, Jeanette. I don't scrimp, Jeanette.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Board game of the week.
Aren't 2 of those notes the same?
That's irrelevant, Jeanette.
First and third one, I think.
Pop music, darling.
Yeah, but you're right. There's 5 words. Yeah. You know, but it does make you bored.
Okay, board. That's a first for me. That's the first that I'm going to have to adjust my.
Up your game.
Yeah,
Up
I'm going
your
to have
board
to.
game.
I'm going to have to up my time available. It's hard. It's hard out here, right? In all these-
Delegate. Give it to Tom. He's a really good, accomplished musician.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Tom.
No,
I'm
but I did
fed up
say-
with this board game of the week. Don't even bother voting now because Jeanette and Tom have spoilt it. They've absolutely spoilt it. And I'm really fed up. And I don't know I can go on with the rest of the show. If it wasn't for Bowie Bartlett, I can't get my words out. If it wasn't for Bowie Bartlett, I tell you, I wouldn't carry on with these two. I've had it up to my back teeth of them, week in, week out, with their suggestions, their positive ideas.
No, Jono.
On it. No, Jono, stop, Jono. You're saying the wrong things. I feel just totally restricted in all of my art. I'm fed up with it.
Oh,
If you do want to vote, you can vote Buckaroo or Mousetrap by making a comment. Steve Brady, a good friend from North Carolina in the US of A, he's voted Mousetrap. Thank you, Steve. Christine of good old Colchester in the ESSEX has voted Buckaroo. So that's all we've got at the moment. Thank you. Good night. Right, let's get Bowie back because I've had enough of this shenanigans going on with you two. You're well out of order. Let me just bring her to the screen. It's going to be 3, 2, 1. Bowie appears. Hi, Bowie.
Game of the week.
catchy.
It's
Oh, so rubbish. I'm so sorry you've come on and worse people. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I've let myself down. My family.
It's
My
amazing.
extended family.
Is there a way I can hear that anywhere forever?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a place you can go, but
Good.
you wouldn't want. You'd never come back. You wouldn't want to
It's
go.
called hell.
It's a dark place. Jeanette, I'm broken. I really am broken. Bowie, what would you what did you even sort of, you're young, did you even get Mousetrap or Buckaroo? You was probably didn't get those games at all.
Definitely Buckaroo. I remember we had Buckaroo. And I've heard of Mousetrap, but I think I never had it, but I think I remember going around with friends and them having it. But I think the game in Mousetrap is just setting it up, really, isn't it? That's the fun part, from what I can remember. But yeah, I used to love Buckaroo. That was a good one.
There's a show now my wife watched. I think it's called something like Lego Masters.
Right.
And they build massive things, like really good things, and then they completely smash them.
Yeah.
And you think, well, you spent all that time doing it and you're smashing it. But actually, when you look at it, they film it and they show it back in slow motion, like a bowling ball going through the Lego, and then it's fascinating. And I kind of think Mousetrap was an early kind of style of building things like Trio, wooden train games. Anyway, I'm going on because I'm very boring. I'm very boring. I'm sorry I'm going on. Let's just get rid of Tom and Jeanette because I'm fed up with them too. And let's get you singing, Bowie.
Perfect.
So, what are you going to do for us now, Bowie Bartlett?
I'm going to do a little cover, actually, kind of timely with the with your mood currently. I was going to do Que Sera Sera.
Oh, blimey.
Works quite well.
Yeah, I think we need lifting after the behaviour of Tom and Jeanette, which is obviously very out of order. Actually, look, I'm not even going to let them reply. I'm taking them straight off the screen now. Yeah, they're gone. They can't say nothing. I'll leave it to you. We'll put your websites up. Let me go and find them as you sing, as I listen to Bowie Bartlett once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Que Sera Sera, hey. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up, ask my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, what will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask them, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what I say. I tell them tenderly, hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. What will be, will be. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
Lovely song, beautifully sung.
You know, whatever will be, will be. Hey, Sarah, don't listen to the haters.
Yes, exactly right, Bowie. I'm gonna mute them. I'm just gonna let them be on the screen. I'm gonna mute them because they've got nothing important to say, the haters. That was lovely. This is Ben. Hi, Ben. He says hello. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Ben. He says that this is one of my favourite songs. Great singing.
Oh, amazing.
Elmi says I am singing along with lots of applause. Very nice. I shared a flip top head on Instagram and on Facebook, and the Famous People band on Instagram. I've got to find the other details. I suppose
that's perfect.
When you put in the Famous People, it's not got a weird spelling for it. So if you're going to get lots of searches for famous people, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's the marketing trick.
Or the marketing trick, like you want to be like churches with the V instead of the U.
Yeah,
everybody can find it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You are very talented. When you wake up in the morning, do you sort of like say to yourself, "My word, I'm so talented. I'm so unbelievable."
No, actually, not every day, anyway.
Oh, don't you go around bright and bossing it, like say, "Hi, I'm very talented."
Well, no, it is good actually, because we're starting to get some recognition, and I was on the bus the other day, and I overheard, and someone went, "Oh, she's from the Famous People," and I think just that the name itself as well, it like already boosts that up. It's like, yeah, I'm one of the famous people, yeah. At a minimal level, it's fame.
I love that. I remember I got stopped on the Edgware Road in a chemist by two young guys. By the police, and they wanted my autograph, Tom. No matter that they were the police, they were interested in me.
Amazing.
You're great, Bowie. We're going to have you back in a moment or two. We're just going to do the announcement of the rubbish board game of the week. People board game of the week, and then Jeanette. What, Tom?
It's probably going to be a draw. It is so boring.
Nobody's voted. Nobody's interested.
I can tell you, I have the results here. It's not a draw, and it's not fiddled either.
I'm just going to eat banana and ignore you lot.
Do you know what? This is nice for me to actually get my own back for once, because I'm usually the butt of your jokes.
That's true. That's true. Fair play. Fair play. But if it happens again, I'm leaving. If it happens again, I'm gone. Sorry, I'm going to spit banana on the screen. Bowie, thank you. We'll be back with you in a moment or two, my dear. Bowie Bartlett. She's good. She's good. She's talented, unlike my co-hosts.
Don't know. You haven't heard Tom's jingle yet. It might be really good. It might blow all of yours out of the water. Actually, I doubt it though, because most of your jingles are fantastic.
Too late.
Oh, look,
Too
she's
late.
creep now.
No, they're not that great. I was just trying to make you feel a bit better, Jono.
I'm gonna spit some banana on you. This one's got to be eaten because it's, I don't normally like them when they're like that.
Do you want to play
that
your jingle
looks like
again?
a dolphin
Ready
or
for the results?
Oh, it does.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah, or a bird's
it's got
head.
a little eye.
Flipper.
What was you saying, Jeanette? Because I was actually not interested.
Do you want to play your boring board game jingle again before we give the result? Just
No, I'm not playing my boring jingle evermore. And evermore, I won't be writing any new ones because I'm sick of you two doing that to me. Live on air. I'll never get over that. Live on air. Live on air.
Joking.
Go on, give us the result of the feature that nobody was interested in.
Well, 3 people were interested.
God, it's bad, isn't it? That's bad. 3 people. What have we come to? What has it become? The winner of the worst ever game we've done. Board game of the week. There it is, Buckaroo. It will not be back. It will not be back. Rest assured.
Well, hang on, because you've still got loads of other games. Do you know there's new games? Every year we get a new game for Christmas and we play as a family, and there's some fantastic ones. Oh,
I thought it was a great little feature. Obviously, you two will go away and write your stupid jingles about your stupid features, and we'll do them because we have to be respective of all people. Anyway, there we go. But now we turn to the poem of the week.
It's poem of the week. It's sometimes short and sweet. It's poem of the week. It's always magnifique.
Well, thank you. Proper jingle. No, not really. So this week's poem, I was thinking about people that love you, people, pets, family members, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Just the kind of love that you get from people and or animals, and it's reciprocated. And it's called "You Just Keep On Loving Me" by Joanna Fuchs. No matter what I look like, whether pretty or plain you see, when I'm all dressed up or in PJs, you just keep on loving me. Sometimes I'm happy and cheerful, other times grumpy and sad. Your absolute love never wavers, whether I'm grouchy or glad. Sometimes I try to change you, and sometimes I criticize, but I feel something melting within me when I see all the love in your eyes. Your tolerance is endless, however I choose to be. Having my love makes you happy, so you just keep on loving me. And that is why, my darling, whatever else I do, one thing is sure, no matter what, I'll just keep on loving you. That was called "You Just Keep On Loving Me" by Joanna Fuchs. That makes me think of people's pets. I think some people I know this week, their pets have died, and they're very sad, and it makes me sad. I know that kind of feeling.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. People's pets dying. Not
Yeah,
nice.
it just kind of made me kind of think of that, and you know, whether things are written about people, it all relates to pets as well. So
Yeah.
that's nice, and the love that you get from a pet is all unconditional, isn't it? Well, apart from food, obviously. But
What food can actually love you?
no, the love is unconditional.
Oh.
Apart from feeding cats.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant there's food out there because our technology, science coming forward with food that actually loves you back.
Oh, yeah, no, wouldn't that be nice? What food would love you back? Donuts.
Oh God, so many things.
Crisps.
No donuts.
No, I'm just thinking all the things I love, but I can't have, and so they don't love me back. They're too sugary or they're too fattening.
Well, I'd like ice
them.
cream. I like ice cream. Not
Do
having
you?
ice cream's been a big burden. Yeah, burden in my life. Other than that, as long as I can have coleslaw whenever I want it, homemade or not, I'm happy. Really, I can't
Yeah.
survive without spring onions or coleslaw
Oh wow!
or my own grown tomatoes. Oh my God!
Funny
Let me
shapes you're
just tell
getting.
you,
They're lovely.
I'm getting. Yeah, I know, but that heat wave we had, all of them, like about 5 million trees, bushes, went ripened in the whole week. So I'm surviving the ones that I've got for Monday when I see Tom and Nelson to give them some. Oh, I'm gonna have to put a little stall out the front, Jono's tomatoes, they're very nice.
And talking of tomatoes, I don't eat them anymore, really, just occasionally a little bit, but I don't feel that I've got to eat them anymore because it makes a salad nice and it's probably healthy. It's not healthy if you have any kind of arthritis. It aggravates it.
No, that's what Tom said. And
Yeah.
I've been doing an investigation. If you look a bit deeper, that is actually not technically true.
Really? I thought it was the skin pips.
No, from my investigations that people have been saying for years, because Tom told me the other day, and I thought, oh no, another thing I can't have. What am I going to be living off? Dry cardboard? And I looked into it, and it actually, in studies, there were studies initially that suggested that might be the case, but in deeper studies, it isn't necessarily harmful to everybody's arthritis, though some people can have reactions to tomatoes. That's what I read. Proper scientific report. I stayed up till about 5 a.m. reading it just so I could inform you. But of course, that's boring to you. That's boring to you because everything I say
It's
is
not.
boring.
It's relevant.
I'm very happy that you've looked into it actually, because
you want them.
I really like tomatoes, and I sort of my whole family, well, my mum's side of the family and her mum suffered from arthritis quite badly. So every time I get a bit of a twinge, I sort of think, oh, I don't really want to eat tomatoes and things, and now I can.
Well, it's actually Dawn that sent. My wife sent it to me, and sort of a link where it said, it's in tests, it's proven not to be the case. So I'm hoping that is true, because I've got this glut of tomatoes, and I grow quite big, some small ones, but quite big varieties. I've got the bottom half of my fridge nearly is full of the things. I absolutely love them. But I've done tomato chutney. Jono's kicking tomato chutney. I've done tomato soup. I've done roast tomatoes. They're really nice. I'm doing a sort of like a Mexican salad, sort of with tomatoes in. Of course, I do regular salads. Oh my God!
Nice salsas. Oh, lovely.
I've done a lovely salsa. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I'd be on Strictly. That salsa was that good. Let's bring Bowie back, shall we? Because we need Bowie in our life. She will uplift our lives, and there she is.
Hello.
Hello again. Hello.
Some tips for your tomatoes. I watched a video. I don't know how well it works, so I haven't tried it myself. But of this guy, and he froze some tomatoes, and then he grates them when they're frozen on top of I don't know, like cheese on toast. Then it makes like a tomato, like you can make bruschetta and like grate the frozen tomatoes on top of foods.
I love it.
So if you become really desperate and try to use up your tomatoes, maybe give that one a go.
It's a good idea.
It's a really good tip. It's a really good tip because I have I've still got some frozen from last year's batch. No, tell a lie. It was from 1974.
Yeah.
No, it's a good idea. I will do that. I've frozen them before, but I've never thought of doing that.
Grate them with the cheese grater, yeah.
Yeah, really. That's like a reversal cheese tomato situation. I like it.
Yeah, and when it's cold, when it's hot, it will cool you down as well.
Yeah, and also the one fruit you can try and freeze that stay really nice and sweet are red grapes.
Oh,
Yeah, freeze red grapes.
nice.
They are delicious. They are just so good. Anyway, that's us talking. Christine says, love it. That's referring to your poem, Jeanette. And really, Elmi says, really like that poem. And Jean says, that's really good news because we are a consumer program here as well as a sort of a lifter of spirits. Jean in Kent says, that's good news. I'd stopped eating them. Thank you, Jono. That was what my wife showed me, said yesterday. I mean, I'm not a medical person. I do advise people and do small operations on people. And in this climate, I have been doing lots of people's dental work without any experience at all, but they seem quite pleased and they pay quite well. Steve's in USA, our good friend Steve Brady said, Bowie, that's a great idea.
See what he did there.
So Bowie, you've got one more song to do. What you gonna do, Mrs.?
I'm gonna do actually a song that's from my band, The Famous People, an original called Some Sort of a Frame. Obviously normally sounds a bit different. It's got drums and bass and another vocals and guitars, but we're going to do it just me. Yeah, so gives you a little glimpse into the band's life as well.
Love it, love it. Let's hear it.
Lovely.
Originally from the Famous People, but Bowie Bartlett's going to do it live for you, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, our last song of the afternoon, Bowie Bartlett.
Lovely. I saw bandages and methods to make my own gin from home, but really in front of me stood uncashed coupons for items I've no need to own. And at night I hesitate, the terrible things my hands could do, my hands could do. Breathe me again. Which words are mine, released from making lips, whatever else, caress and devour, and who is to choose which nicest to use if you were honest? My name, and at night I commemorate the terrible things my hands could do, my hands could do. Oh, that try again. Da-da-da-da. 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 Almost lucky I'm late. Always full look before a train. But I can always buy next to one. is there? Are you and who is there? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Sorry for the weird delay. It's always like that. I have to wait a few seconds. That's lovely. It kind of reminds me of all the great bands I loved listening to, but done in a new way and quite an original way. And I'd love to hear it with your band playing. It's a lovely song. Really, really nice.
Thank you. Yeah,
What kind of places do your band play?
Lots of venues in Brighton. We're kind of like, I guess, like residents at a place called the Green Door Store, which is just under the station. Because Alfie, who's also in the band, works there as well, so we get gigs there quite often. And yeah, just all around Brighton. We actually played as well Concord 2, which is the biggest venue in Brighton on the seafront. We were asked to support a band that are doing really well from the Netherlands called Pitblom. So going from the sort of playing to, on average, we've played to about 100, 150 people, and that was your sort of 800, 900 mark, which was a big step up, which is really great. So that's ranging from the smaller venues to bigger ones. Yeah, but trying to branch out into, we haven't played in London yet, so I feel like that's kind of a rite of passage, needs to happen soon. So yeah, but mostly in Brighton.
When you're playing in the club in Brighton, sort of residency,
yeah,
playing for the Danish band, is that as Flip Top Head or as Famous People?
Both Flip Top Head and Famous People. Yeah, Flip Top Head is playing more of the smaller venues. We're playing another one called the Hope and Ruin at the end of October, supporting our favourite band, which is really crazy. A band called Honeyglaze that are doing really well at the moment. Still quite small in terms of they're definitely up and coming. But yeah, we're like huge fans of them, and I asked if we could support them if they had any support, and they were like, yeah, of course. So we're like supporting our favourite band, and they're big influence as well.
Well, you don't ask, you don't get.
Exactly, yeah. It turned out a good ask.
Are you going to be going round and ruling the Brighton scene by just giving a different name and playing in loads and loads of bands, and then you can get yourself booked across the roster?
Yeah.
Coming up is Flip Top Head.
Yeah.
And now we have the Famous People, and then you become someone else.
Well, yeah, we've made a lovely sort of network of friends and people in bands as well, and some of our closest friends are in another band that are also like we just swap and share members, which is really nice. And I think we worked out that between the 3 bands that were including the 2 that I'm in, there should be about 22 or 20 members, because the other band is quite a big one as well. But there's actually only 11 of us because we're all in the multiple bands. So it works really well we're talking about trying to possibly arrange a tour and with the 3 bands and be playing with those 3 bands, and because there's only 11 of us shared between the 3 bands anyway, so it's really good.
Oh, that's good. I used to play in an 11-piece back in the day.
Did you?
I did, yeah. It's great fun. The lovely Ben says, great singing and guitar playing.
Thank you.
And Helmi says, lovely voice, which is true. Both of those comments are true. You are very talented. Go around Brighton. Oh, have you heard of me? I'm very talented. The police will come for you in no time at all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're good. We wish you great Godspeed and much luck in the future with all you do. Actually, our outro, our video things are not working, so I'm just going to play the music, and we can stand here and look like Oh,
Yeah.
look how cute we are.
No,
Because normally we go off by we have a credits that roll, but unfortunately they don't seem to be working today. So I'm just going to say thanks to well, not really thanks to Tom or Jeanette really today because they are well out of order. I'm going to say thanks to Tom and Jeanette and the lovely Bowie. Thank you so much. Been meaning to have you on for ages. So glad we got you in between your really busy life.
thank you so much for having
Thanks
me.
for coming on. Oh, it's a pleasure, a real pleasure. And I hope you'll come back on and sit there and wait for us to get round to when you sing once again.
Yeah.
We're back in 2 weeks' time. I've not got my diary open actually, which I should have done. I'm going to open it now as we speak. In 2 weeks' time, we've got Will Harris from My Little Brother from Cumbria. He's going to be singing live, and that is on Friday. Oh, I say it's the 2nd of September. Another month gone. I don't know if the heat wave will still be here by then, but we shall see. Thanks for listening to everybody. Thanks to the National Lottery Community Fund for supporting our work. I'm going to play this jingle. We're going to do a quick goodbye, and we're going to say thank you, Bowie. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Tom. I'm Jono. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time.
Bye.
Stay well.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so. We're putting it all aside. Made it through by and by. It's warm and toasty in here. Share our laughter, sometimes tears. You'll be welcome with a cup of tea and a biscuit, maybe 2 or 3.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good fortnight. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.